Just a quick side note, I am sick during this recording, so if I sound a bit weird, my apologies. The Nintendo Direct just happened, and a lot of people seem to regard it pretty damn highly. I've seen a ton of people saying it's like the best Direct ever. It definitely wasn't bad. I think it was a really, really good Direct. Definitely like one of the best we've had in a long time. I just don't think it's like it was as crazy as like everyone is saying. I'm gonna go over what they went over in the Direct. I'm not gonna talk about games that already announced, so I'm not gonna mention NES World Championships or Luigi's Mansion 2 HD because they were already announced previously. I'm gonna go over the new big Nintendo announcements in the Direct, and also one more that isn't Nintendo, but I'm sure if you're a fighting game fan, you understand the hype. So, the Direct started off with an absolute banger, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Now, I'm so happy that we finally got a new Mario and Luigi game, because after Alpha Dream's bankruptcy, I didn't know what the hell was going to happen to that franchise, and with Nintendo bringing all of the RPGs back, like a Super Mario RPG remake, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, I thought that if a new Mario and Luigi game was going to happen, now is the time, and I'm so glad it did. So yeah, I'm super excited for that game. That is a crazy start to the Direct. Incredible. Then, the next announcement was honestly like a massive curveball, pun not intended. We got a new sport added into Nintendo Switch boards. Now, I'm not going to complain about that, because I think that game is great. It had a lot of missed potential. I think it was just a good base, but they didn't do much with it. So I'm glad they're adding a new sport, but it just doesn't make sense, the time frame of which they've chosen to do it. I think the game came out in like 2021 or 2022. So it's been like around 2 years since the game came out, and now all of a sudden they're releasing basketball. Weirdest thing ever. Very weird. And also it's like a strange sport to choose. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's Nintendo. They released Mario Kart 8 DLC, 5 years after the game came out? Crazy. But cool, at the end of the day. I do like the game, so I'm happy that's happening. Next we have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. I did not see this one coming. I thought we were going to get maybe a new DK game, but yeah, we got a re-release of Donkey Kong Country Returns, which isn't a bad thing. I think there are specific reasons that this is a great game to port, because you kind of had to compromise if you wanted to play it before. The 3DS version had the best control scheme because you didn't have to use the force motion controls of the Wii version. But of course, graphically it was a lot less nice looking. And a lot of people preferred to play on a home console, right? And obviously the Wii version had force motion controls. But now we get to play it in full HD with the DS's better controls. It also has the extra levels that were in the 3DS version, which is great. Absolutely great. Again, I think it's going to be a shame that the game will probably be full price, because Luigi's Mansion 2 HD was full price, and that's kind of the same thing. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day, but I think it's still cool. Okay, this one, I mean, I kind of expected it, but at the same time, it feels a bit too soon for another one. But we got Super Mario Party Jamboree. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw that, I was super thrown off by the name, because Super Mario Party doesn't necessarily hold the best, it doesn't have a great reputation. The first game was not Mario Party, to put it simply. But, I mean, as the trailer went on, the game looked pretty good, so I guess the verdict's out on that one until we get some more trailers. This game is gonna make history, because this is the first time players will be able to play as Zelda. This is the first Zelda game where you can play as Zelda. How crazy is that? The game looks super unique. It uses the same engine as Link's Awakening. There seemed to be like a unique thing going on with Zelda. She can place items and have enemies fight for her. It was a really interesting look at that game. I definitely need to see more. I hoped they were going to go a bit more into depth. Like, they kind of explained stuff a little bit, but I kind of want to see more of what that game's about, and I'm really looking forward to it. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. After all this time, we finally got a trailer for Metroid Prime 4 that has gameplay, right? We finally got to see Metroid Prime 4. And I think it's super cool. The game looks great. I mean, the game, I don't know if it was just me, but the game looked better than a Switch game. So maybe it could be like a new console kind of game. Maybe like a Zelda Breath of the Wild deal where they released the Wii U and the Switch version because it got announced like so long ago on the Wii U, so they kept their promise to release it on the Wii U and Switch. But yeah, maybe. Who knows? That'd be cool. Okay, one more thing. I did want to talk about this separately because it's nothing to do with Nintendo, but it is crazy big news for the fighting game community, and this is a big one for me too. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. The games that are coming are X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel Superheroes, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and The Punisher. So that is an insane list of games if you are big in the fighting game world, and MVC2 is like the best one. A lot of people didn't think that was gonna ever happen because of licensing issues and such, but it did, and I'm super excited for that. This is definitely different from my usual content, but I wanted to be able to make more like lower effort videos, so I could just sit down, have a chat, talk about the recent events, you know, games that are coming out, recent announcements, stuff like that. So if you like this kind of content, give it a like. Subscribe if you're so inclined. But yeah, I'll be dropping these videos more frequently because my other videos, they do take a while to make. But yeah, this will definitely help my workflow as a whole, and keep it going. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Peace.